I found out why my husband always volunteers for night shifts at the hospital. For 3 years, Kevin kissed me goodbye every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 p.m. I'd watch Grey's Anatomy and text him goodnight around midnight. He always responded with a heart emoji within seconds. Last month, I needed his insurance card for a dentist appointment. I drove to the hospital to grab it from his locker. The security guard looked confused when I asked for Kevin Martinez in respiratory therapy. "Ma'am, we don't have anyone by that name working here." My hands went numb. I showed him Kevin's hospital badge photo on my phone, the one he kept on our fridge. The guard's eyes went wide. "That's Kevin Rodriguez. He works day shift in radiology." Rodriguez, not Martinez. I sat in my car in that parking lot for 20 minutes, just staring at the steering wheel. My brain couldn't process it. Different last name, different department, different shift. Nothing made sense. I kept thinking maybe it was a mistake. Maybe there were two Kevins. Maybe the guard was new and didn't know everyone. But deep down, I already knew. I drove to the address listed on his real badge, with my hands shaking so badly I almost ran a red light. The whole way there, I was bargaining with myself. Maybe it's his brother's house. Maybe it's where he grew up and he still uses that address. Maybe there's a reasonable explanation. There had to be. The house was in a neighborhood I'd never been to. Nice street, good schools, the kind of place where people wash their cars on Sundays. I parked across the street and just sat there for a full 10 minutes, trying to breathe. My chest felt like someone was sitting on it. When I finally walked up to that door, my legs felt like they weren't attached to my body. I rang the doorbell. A woman answered, holding a toddler on her hip. She was pretty, younger than me, wearing yoga pants and one of those messy buns that actually looked cute. Behind her, I saw Kevin's winter coat on the rack, the same North Face jacket I bought him for Christmas 2 years ago because he said his old one had a broken zipper. "Can I help you?" she asked. She smiled at me, actually smiled, like I was just another neighbor, or maybe someone collecting for charity. I opened my mouth, but nothing came out. I felt like I was underwater. Then I heard little footsteps, and a girl, maybe 5 years old with dark curls, came running up behind the woman yelling, "Daddy's home! Daddy's home!" That's when Kevin appeared in the hallway behind them, still in his scrubs. Our eyes met, and I watched all the color drain from his face. He looked like he was going to be sick. The woman with the toddler turned around, confused, looking between us. "Kevin," she said. "Who is this?" I found my voice then. It came out as a whisper. "I'm his wife." The woman laughed. Actually laughed. "That's not funny. Kevin. Who is she?" "I'm not joking," I said louder now. My whole body was shaking. "We've been married for 3 years. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night, he comes home to me." Kevin just stood there frozen, holding his car keys. The little girl was hugging his leg, looking up at all of us with big confused eyes. The toddler started crying. The woman's face changed. I watched her go through the same thing I just went through. Confusion, denial, then this horrible dawning realization. She put the toddler down and stepped toward Kevin. "What is she talking about?" Her voice was shaking now too. I pulled out my phone with trembling hands and showed her our wedding photos. Kevin in the same suit, me in a white dress, different venue. She pulled out her phone and showed me hers. Different dress, different venue, same Kevin, same lying smile. That's when I realized I was the night shift. Monday, Wednesday, Friday nights were mine. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday mornings were theirs. He'd been working day shifts the whole time, sleeping at my house on his off days. His real wife thought he worked night shifts at a different hospital. We were both living the same lie, just on opposite schedules. When I called her later that night, after I'd stopped crying long enough to breathe, we compared photos, different wedding dates, different honeymoons, same man, same hospital badge, different last names. He'd been married to both of us for 3 years.